to take a quick look at this game, Chantelise. Now, there's a bit of buzz surrounding this game's release, as it's made by the same guys who made Recettear, another hack and slash and business sim game, which did quite well. You play as Chant, and you're followed by Elise, who happens to be a fairy, and you go on adventures together, and, well, okay, the story is doo-doo, but despite having traces of RPG elements, this is mostly about action. The controls seem to have been designed for a gamepad, so if you're using your keyboard, expect about a 15-minute period of awkwardness to get used to it. The arrow keys move Chant around, Z slashes and X jumps, C uses a magic spell, and V centers the camera on the enemy. The whole thing is pretty simple, and tends to equate to mash Z to kill anyone, at least at the beginning of the game. The problem I had was the camera. Since it usually wasn't looking where I wanted it to, I quite often had to center it in the middle of a battle, and frequently used magic spells by accident while attempting to get my enemies in my sights. This was more than a little frustrating. Let's talk a little bit about the magic system. The magic system is pretty simple. It's based off of these gems that you collect. Each gem and each gem combination is a spell. So if you have one favorite spell you like to use, just simply kill enemies and wait for them to drop that specific gem and collect only those. And there you go. Everything's peachy keen. The stages are set up in very small, simple level format. You have an arena with a gate leading towards the next area. Kill all the monsters and the gate opens. Now if you die, you have to go back through all the areas again, only this time, the gates will remain open so you don't have to kill all the monsters and you can get back to where you were a little faster. There's a simple equipment system that calls for a little grinding as well. Let me explain. Jump back to the town and you'll see a few things for sale. Now, you're going to want to upgrade your maximum HP as soon as possible. So, in order to do that, you may end up running around in the same couple of stages, slaying the same monsters. On the upside, I think the game did a good job of using difficulty to keep the game interesting. I mean, since the combat is so simple, if the game was too easy, there would really be no reason to play, especially since the story is so lame. Chantelise is a decent game with a few flaws, and on the upside, all the major problems rear their head at the very beginning of the game, so my suggestion is to start with the demo and go from there. That way you won't spend any money on it if you just can't get over the controls. Thanks to Gamersgate for providing me a copy to review. You can pick up the demo and buy the game there. Links will be provided. This is Critical Failure for TigerClawTV, signing off.